What up, what up, Mellow?
Hi.
Welcome to Who Art, because you've been here before.
I've
It was
been
live
wanting
Instagram.
to be here. I mean, well, not the live, the actual thing. Is this the first episode?
This is the first episode, yeah.
Wow, okay, I'm honored.
We're doing things different right now.
Okay.
Man, people want to know, People want to know. My first question would be, who is Mellow and what does Mellow do?
In terms of what? I mean, everyone knows I'm a musician. My real name is Mamello Ngwepe.
Mm-hmm.
I am from Mokopane. I studied mathematical statistics at the University of Pretoria, and that's a big part of my life, you know. As much as people are like, okay, but you're a musician,
Yeah.
But there's no, I'm a musician first. It's just a part of me. Music is a part of me. And
yes, as much as mathematical statistics is a part of you as well.
Also a part of me. So yeah, so I spent most of my childhood in Amanskral and in boarding in Washko Varambat.
Okay.
That's where I grew up, I can say, and then I spent more time Mokopane when I was actually older, after varsity and after I was in boarding school and everything. So yeah, you can say like like I'm just everywhere. Like I can't. That's why my language is so polluted. Like you can even hear it in my music.
Yes,
there's a lot of
Spadies,
Tswana. Yes, there's just a lot. Like who chaotic man. So yeah, so that's why I sound not just Spady.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense though.
Yeah.
I mean, when you recorded your EP, Ashule, how did that come about? Like, because obviously you didn't just go to the studio and then boom, it happens. So how did that
How did it come about? Oh, okay. So I met Afro Attraction through my manager, which is my sister. My manager at that time, because things have
new manager
changed.
now.
New management has come in. So so my manager at that time, which was my sister, knew Afro Attraction, and she spoke to Afro Attraction and told me, listen, my sister can sing, and I think he knows already her voice and her journey through music.
Yeah.
So she was like, listen, she sounds a bit like me, but a younger version of me. And he's like, if she sounds like you, then
anything
she must
like
be
you,
good.
she must be good, yeah.
So, so that's how I met Afro Attraction. My sister just told me this one time, listen, Afro Attraction wants to just hear how you sound, so he wants you to come to studio and just like sing something for him. And so I was very nervous.
Why?
He's Afro Attraction,
and
like he's I mean
the confidence must be at God level, like
I mean, but at that time you're thinking, this guy, has summers under his belt, and
so you must come correct when you pull out.
He's such a respected musician and producer.
Yeah.
So I was just like, am I good enough? I've never recorded anything at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking studio is intimidating, So when I got there, Hashem, like he was really chilled. Like he was just like, sing something for me, sing some songs.
Yeah.
So I had some songs that I'd written, and then I sang for him. Most of them were in English. And then I sang the songs for him, and he was like, oh, that's pretty good, Yeah. But he's like, but that's not your sound. I was like, what do you mean? Neo soul is my
that's me.
sound.
What do you mean?
What? And he's like, no, you don't have to sing what you love. Like your favorite genre is usually not what you should be singing. Do you understand?
Okay.
Like I can like rap, but I'm not a rapper. You understand? But I'm still an Afro soul artist. So I was like, okay. What? Like I always thought I'm Erica Badu. Like I always thought nah. Like I'm Jill Scott. I'm Erica Badu. Like I'm there.
Only to find that he introduced Mellow to you. He was like, this is Mellow. What do you think? And
so he was like, no man, sing in your mother tongue. And I had one song in my mother tongue that I didn't sing to him because I was so embarrassed. Like I've always been afraid of singing in my mother tongue, because like there's always that thing, asudi spade,
Oh, so you might just not sound right.
Yes, so
Yeah.
I was always afraid like of disrespecting my people, and so I was just like, okay, he's Swati, so I was like, let me just
kill it.
Yeah. And he's like, that's your sound.
That's who you are.
That's who you
Right
are.
there. And then we have Ashule from that.
But Hutla Bajan came first that same day.
Yeah.
He was like, here's a beat, I want you to write.
Jump on it.
And we're like, me and my sister were like, okay, like he's just putting us on the spot. Okay, sharp. And then I just started writing. It started flowing, and I was just like, I would ask my sister like some words I was not sure about.
How do I pronounce this?
How do I spell this? How do I,
Yeah.
And then Hutla Bajang was born.
Damn.
Yeah.
And that's one of your vibey songs. I mean,
Yes.
if you listen to the mixtape Ashule, you can find it on iTunes, all the social media platforms, all the streaming platforms, the whole album, you can find it there. Just search Mellow Ashule or Mellow Dikhomu. I mean, there's so many tracks that people dig. I mean, I remember when we're going to talk about Dikhomu, because that's one of the songs that most people, especially women, they like to put pressure on gents, saying that you're Dikhomu. I mean, bring the cows, bro, bring the cows.
Yeah.
I remember when
As
we
they
did.
should.
As they should, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we got into doing the Dikhomu music video. We shot it Sansluti, it was very authentic. I know what the experience was for me.
Yeah.
I just want to know how was the experience for you?
For me.
Yeah.
Like it felt like at home, I felt like I was go, because my grandmother's from Matebeleng, Bakambek.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was at home, and you remember the grandmothers from the village just gathered there to watch us, you know. I felt good, and like the fact that they kept saying, no, you know what, like, thank you for singing this type of music, for bringing Limpopo to the world,
Yes.
So like it made me feel good. It made me feel like proud of where I come from, and it made me feel like I'm making my people proud and my elders proud, you know.
Like get their love, get their permission, get that energy from them.
And I felt like I was also creating something for people that are coming after me as well. People who are there, who want to sing in Sebedi but feel like
it's not cool enough to sing.
It's not cool enough, and they're not receiving it, because I mean, I get that.
Yeah.
When I performed last night, like I sometimes feel like maybe this is not the crowd, or maybe the crowd won't be very receptive.
To find it something else. Music is
every
music.
time I feel like that, it just turns out like people will love it. Like people will be like, wow, like this is so different.
Yeah.
We love this. We've never heard anyone really sing Gaspedi, or make Sepedi sound so good. Is that my phone?
That's your phone.
Sorry.
That's what happens when you're in production, baby.
You know. So so it made me feel very proud of where I come from, and it made me feel like I made the right decision, and Afro Traction really helped me find my sound. So
besides me, I mean, that I was the co-director, we were also working with Dumelo Dope. How did you find his directing style?
Ooh, like I think he pushed me, like there were times where I felt like, nah, like I'm tired. It was hot.
It was
we
hot.
were in the sun, and I was just like, I'm over this. Like, when it was close to the end, like when you guys would take like one shot, and then you'd want to take other shots for like cutaways.
From the same, that's how it works.
I was like, guys, I did this 3 times already, and like I would be like lip singing or whatever, and he'd be like, no, sing
for real,
sing for real, give me energy, give me, So I think you guys really pushed me, especially him. Like he was like, no, listen, you can do this, just push, just one more shot, I felt like he was like a personal trainer that tells you, you can do this, like one more push up,
one more set. But it came out amazing though. I mean, you guys can check out the music video on YouTube, just find check Mellow Dikhomu You'll find it. It's amazing. If I have to say so myself, because production team, what up?
You're gonna toot your own horn.
I'm tooting my own horn, man. I'm beep beep. Come on. So that's not the only music video that you made.
No.
There's also Road Trip.
Yes.
Which I remember we were also the same team. Because it went well. Excuse me. It went very well on Dikhomo. You were like, I don't want to change the team. This is what I'm going to be working with. Yeah. Second music video, Road Trip. Hey, man. Like I say, I know they're feeling.
I feel like you have a favorite. Why are you smiling so much, Road Trip?
No, I love all the work. It's just that I know there were different vibes, and then this time we went way to the left because your co-star was a female.
Right? And I don't even think it was just with the female co-star. It's even the feel of the the vibe of the music video is way different
from the home.
Like
a love ballad to a very vibey.
Exactly. Like there's someone who watched both my music videos and they're like, "Is this you in both?" And I was like, "Yeah, you." It makes me feel like I'm versatile as well. Yes. And I'm really proud of both of them, and obviously Road Trip is the most recent one.
Yeah.
Road Trip was it had a lot of technical stuff more to that came to it. We need a drone.
Yeah, we need a drone.
We
needed the right car.
We needed cars. We needed there was just a lot with Road Trip. And
the outfit had to be killer.
I had to be dancing, and I'm mellow. I'm just like a mellow girl.
You live up to your name.
Exactly. So I like it. It pushed me out of my comfort zone just a bit. You know, I do have a big personality. If I should say so myself, but I'm more mellow, and for an artist, I'm very shy. I think I'm a shy, but you don't.
I have no opinion on that at all.
I think for an artist, as a human being, I don't think I'm shy. I can speak in front of a crowd, But I'm not one to say me. I want to speak in front of a crowd, or I want to sing in front of a crowd. I'll do it, But it's not my thing. I'd rather.
You'd rather sing in front of a crowd.
Yeah, obviously rather sing in front of a crowd.
I get you.
So it did push me out of my comfort zone because I had to be more vibey, even after I was tired. Because remember I had to drive. We were driving everywhere, and I was driving one of the cars.
Yeah.
So I had to drive and then get there and act like I'm not tired and be here and be the girl, So I was really it pushed me out of my comfort zone.
So who was your co-star for the Road Trip music video?
Chantal. Chantal was my co-star. Very beautiful lady. Gorgeous, inside and out.
Okay.
She wasn't initially the person that we wanted to go with, and I was after the music video, I was like, why did we even want anyone else,
Yeah, she just worked.
She just killed it, and it was
did.
her first music video, so I was really shocked and I was impressed with.
That's the directors. Come on, we make sure that everybody's
oh my
easy
gosh,
on the job.
he's gonna take credit.
We make sure everybody's easy on the job. You can't have your subjects, if I for a better word, can't have your subjects feeling uncomfortable, and that's something as a visual artist you need to make sure that everybody's calm, everybody's cool. They trust you in front of the lens and the back, and all that stuff, man. Guys, check out the music video, Road Trip. Go to YouTube, search Road Trip Mellow. You'll find it. Is Mellow? Is it Mellow Mino on YouTube?
On social media platforms.
Or on all social media platforms. Yeah, Mellow Mino, and then you'll find it. Road Trip. Check it out. Let us know what you guys think. You can write in the comments. It's cool. I never thought I'd actually be that person who says write in the comments.
Subscribe,
like that kind of
share.
Stuff. But I get you. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. Let's see what up. So with performances, everything is very technical. If you miss one thing, everything goes like this, and so it's always tricky when you perform, right?
Yeah.
I get that. I'm just trying to understand that because with performances, like we said, it's tricky. Your first performance, where was it? How was that?
My first performance was
live.
Was at Diva's tea session. And it was amazing because I was at home. It was in Mokopane Limpopo. So it was a great band that I had, and like we didn't even have that much time to rehearse, you know, but it was so organic.
But they felt it, and then quick,
you know, and they loved the music, you know, and they had heard the music before, so I think that's why they got into it.
It was easy for them to learn the drums and the keyboards and everything else.
Yeah, so it was Kumakhwelering and it was Diva's tea sessions. Usually she'll have like she'll serve tea with I think she sells it, right?
Yeah, she sells the tea.
I wouldn't know because, you know, me and Diva are tight. So I don't pay for tea. Okay?
Why you taking my friends, G?
Okay?
Why you taking my friends?
I just poached his friend. So, so, and then also brownies, she does brownies, you know, and then it's just like a nice gathering where there's poetry, there's musicians, there's
storytelling,
yes,
and stuff
there's
like
saxophone,
that.
and, you know, that's
let's not get into
let's
just get into that
let's
one.
not get into it.
That boy's
to me
sick.
cabs, guys.
Please.
So it was and it was like the first time I experienced something like that in my hometown. You know, and I was so happy to be a part of it.
Yeah,
and
because that was history right there, man. I mean, when you like 10 years into the game and they ask you what's your first performance, you're like at my friend's house, so was happening, and
there were so many people. Like
it was
like we didn't expect so many people to show up because first of all, it's my first performance. Not a lot of people know me at that time. So it like they received it very well. Everyone was just so proud, you know. That
and I think it was during December time, right?
Yes, it was
December time.
Yeah,
and that same December, I saw you on the poster for Champagne Picnic. Boys Potties hosted a champagne picnic in town. Yeah. And then next thing you're on the stage, I'm like, whoa.
And I wasn't even expecting to perform. Like, I think I was told the day before, if not. Yeah. And I was just gonna go and enjoy. Drink champagne. I'm supposed to perform, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
and you killed it. I remember people were looking at you perform, and their shock came when you were performing in the language they understand. It's like, who is this girl?
Yeah, that's always the shock.
Yeah,
like
because you don't look
is she from
like
here?
You're gonna be singing in Spain. You know what I mean? And then boom.
Yeah, I look like I'm gonna sing like in some Asian language or something.
English,
Mandarin. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm also a person who is a lover of different cultures. You know, fashion from different
I see.
Petty culture especially, you know, like you know, so like traditional stuff. I love like I love taking ideas from different cultures, you know. If it looks good,
let's go.
It's with me.
Something
snapped.
No, it's cool. So you performed at Boys Potties Champagne Picnic, Divas Tea Session. I remember one time I got an invite to come through to Maboneng. You did like there was a Sunday chillers there.
Oh, rooftop
Maboneng, rooftop barbecue.
Yes.
You performed there also. Yeah. And I think after that, your next performance that I was aware of was abroad. Oh yes. There's this Culture Power. Yeah, recently you did a Culture Power performance, which was live streaming in New York. Tell me about that.
Wow, like just first of all, just being emailed about it and like it's a what is it?
It was like, what is it? It was like a live streaming Culture Power.
Yes, it's like
People of Culture.
An annual event that they have, you know, and it's in New York. So just someone from New York emailing me like, listen, we like your music. We would like you to perform at our annual event. And I was like, what? You know, like I was taken aback. Yeah. And I was like, of course I'd love to perform. It was virtual this year because of COVID-19. Yeah. So, I really enjoyed it. Like it was a live band that I worked with. Yeah. It was pre-recorded, so that was great. So there are like less glitches
and stuff.
Yes, less technical issues. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. We shot it at Mokopane Hotel.
Yeah, I remember.
And with Hippo's band. And they're amazing. You can't take that away from Hippo's band.
The keys, the drums, the guitar.
And they're in tune with each other. You know, they worked so many years together. So you can just feel, these
and I
people
think they're
know what
also a
they're
big
doing.
fan of your music as well. Like I remember the drummer
L Beat.
L Beat.
Yeah.
L Beat loves you, dude.
I love L Beat. He's just always like, yo, your music, bruh. Like, and that really warms my heart, you know, to see that musicians love my music, you know. Like a fellow artist is like, wow, you know, it's a big compliment.
And I think the most recent performance you did was last night at Fashion Friday. I see a different news Fashion Friday.
Yes.
Dude.
That was some other.
I was with you. I was there. I remember that feeling.
Like, I was so afraid because I was like, there's so many artists there. Like, I saw people that I recognize, you know, that I've seen, like, do music online, on TV, you know. And it makes you nervous because you're like, oh, how are they going to receive my music? How, you know? Yeah. So I got up there nervous, and then I just started talking to the crowd. They were so receptive.
They gravitated to you.
Yeah, they were so receptive. And even after I performed, you know, like...
people came to you.
Yes, and they were like, wow, like...
That's how it starts.
And then you also find out there's so many people from your hometown in the crowd.
Yeah.
Like, they're like... You're from Mokopane. Oh my God.
Me too. I'm from Mokopane.
Yes.
Love you singing in Spain. Yeah,
and it's so lovely. It's so lovely.
I remember when I was by the DJ area there. I was with Belal, the DJ.
Yeah.
And he whispered into my ear. He was like, "Dude, you're gonna make money here, my brother.
What?
You're gonna make money." I'm like, "Belal, come on, dude." He's like, "Dude, I'm telling you, you're gonna make money with this girl.
Yo.
Her voice, bro. That time, first time hearing you.
And he's good.
He's dope." Bilal, the DJ, is dope.
He's good.
He's like, you're gonna make money here, bro. I'm gonna take that. I'm taking that as like a belief. Yeah, I'm definitely taking that with a belief. You must take it too.
Yeah,
you know, there was a lot of dope energies that were given to us yesterday.
Yeah.
Fashion Friday. Thank you for letting Mellow rather perform.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate that. Shout out to you guys. Fashion Friday. I see a different you.
I even got to do the runway. Okay.
Oh yes, you did the walk on the runway with the
as a model for like 2 seconds. Loved it. I loved it.
It's really dope. The vibe is really amazing. During the day stuff, it's free entrance. People just blom, interact with each other, talk fashion, look good, take pictures. And that time it's in an office park.
Yes, that's what I realized. Like I was there with my friend Rata, and she was like, isn't this AFDA? Isn't this like an office?
Yeah, it's an office park, the Media Mail, in Auckland Park.
Yeah.
There. It's crazy, dude.
It's proper. It's proper. Like now I'm like, I want to go every Friday because it's just so dope.
It is. It's really proper. I love the gents. They're the one that actually invited me for the second one. And then I was like, Milo would love to, she would love being here. And I was right. When you're right, you're right.
When you're right, you're right. I mean, this is why you know me.
Yeah. I mean, we handled the performance part of your career, the music video part of your career, the who is Melo, where she from part of your career, you know, and the fashion part of your career, you know.
Basically, yeah.
So now, I want to get into, God, the combos. The combos are very Asian, guys, you know.
Right.
Japan, North Korea, everything.
Asian inspired,
basically, you know. Yeah. So now I want to talk about who inspires you with music, you know, internationally and locally. You know, just throw your names out there and, you know, we can see if we know any.
Yeah. Internationally, obviously. Erykah Badu, Badula Oblongata, she's ill.
Fat Belly Bella.
Ooh, that woman is sick.
Yeah,
like she is sick. She's literally sick. I don't even have to say that because
everybody knows.
Everyone knows this. Yeah. So obviously Erykah Badu. Very early, like she's the one who I felt like I could gravitate more towards her music because it has meaning, you know, and it's soulful and it's relaxing. Like it makes you don't listen to her music and you're the same. You know, I don't want to listen to music and it didn't change me.
Nothing,
you know. Yeah. And then internationally, who else can I say inspired my music? I think Erykah Badu is the biggest.
The one,
like
and
no
locally?
one else I can think of. Locally, there's a couple, you know. I think a lot of local artists that influenced me or influenced my music are not, like, it was not conscious.
Oh, it's not something that you
yes, it's music I grew up on,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
because then I start hearing like myself in their music as well, you know, like Judith, I get a lot of
Judith Supuma,
yes,
yeah.
Judith Supuma, Thandizwa Mazwai as
Yeah,
well. Zamajobe was a big influence. I think hers was very conscious because
you knew that you liked her from the
yes,
get.
like the minute I heard Magic, I was just like, I have to do this. Like there's just
Can you give me like that? Just
what?
That magic.
Magic.
Nazo. She sings. Zamajobe. Hi.
Zamajobe, like she's just you know, even Ndawoyami, like man, you know, so her music.
And I have a feeling that all these artists that you mentioned, except I don't know about Mama Judith Supuma, I think they also like Erykah Badu. Most definitely, I swear.
That's why I'm like, everyone knows how dope she is, you know, like she just paved the way for most artists and not just
to be free also. So internationally we know who you love and you would like to work with, but locally who would you like to record or work with?
A few people. Like I want people to know me for being versatile, you know, so I don't just want to work with just people from like my genre, close to my genre, but if I'm going to mention people close to my genre, I'd love to work with Mposibina, obviously. I'd like to work with Magatsela more. I don't think a lot of people know him, but he's a very dope baby singer. Very dope. From Pretoria as well. He is based in Pretoria. I'd love to work with who's this guy? Forgot his name, but he's dope too. He's also a Betty artist. And then Selailo Solota, obviously
the legend.
I'd love to work with him. We're already in talks. I've spoken to him. I've had a meeting with him, and he really loves my music, and that means a lot to me. Like I was like, what? You love my music?
Me being just me and Mellow.
Little old me, like what? So yeah, I'd love to work with Selailo. Like he's a living legend. He can write, he can produce, he can he's do everything. He's the guy. You know?
I mean, we all know Selailo Solota.
You know, like he is like he gave us Judith Supuma. You know, anyone who's given us legends is a legend.
Legend himself.
You know,
I can't touch.
Exactly. So he's pretty dope. So those are the type of people I'd love to work with.
Any rappers that you'd like to collaborate with?
There's a guy called Mobedi from Polokwane. I'd really love to work with him. We've been talking about it. Like we just need to make it happen because he also wants to work with me. And big artists that are rappers, I'm not sure yet. Malum Victor could be one. Black Diamond, they're not really rappers. I don't know.
Yeah, but you love their sound.
Yes, that Afro funk type of, I love their sound. And it would be different, you know, contrast, Bedi, Zulu. I would love to work with someone like that as well.
I feel you. Anyone from Mokopane that you know that you'd like to do something with?
Mokopane. No, not really. No one I can think of
right now.
No one I can think of right now.
Unless maybe they introduce, like, you know, so that's the thing sometimes that you might not know the people only to find that, you're dope.
I don't know your music.
I
don't know a lot of Mokopane artists.
I've heard 015 Toxic said he wants to work with you.
Really? Yes, okay, I've never really heard his music, so
I'll make sure that I give you some of the stuff.
I'll give it a listen.
Yeah, I know. I think that is like a wrap. You know, we've actually quite dealt with quite a few things, your history, where you want to be, and stuff like that. Just tell people your social media handles, and then we can wrap up, man.
Okay, so you guys can follow me at Melomino on all social media platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, Facebook, Mamelongwebe, and my page is Melomino. And my music is on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's on iTunes, just everywhere. Just Google Melo.
Ashule,
like Ashule Dikhomu, you know, because Ashule like has different spellings.
Just search for Melody Home.
Yes,
they'll find you.
You'll find me definitely. And thank you for the support, man.
I know, I appreciate that as well.
Unwavering support. Yeah.
Yo, my dude, Yes. I relate, man.
Ne?
I relate, man.
I relate, Shem. Next, Nakinya go interview away. You're the guy.
Me, leave me alone.
You're the guy.
Leave
Guys,
me alone.
Like when people see me, where's your brother? Where's Gab? You're Gab's sister. Like me and my sister always say this. Like Gab is so famous. Guys. It's where is Gab?
You
like,
see, guys, you see, that's my cue. That's when we're ending this interview. Right? So I don't need this.
About
it's about me now. No.
Sorry.
My dog, give me some dabs. We'll do this some more, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next episode. I don't know when it's gonna drop. Just wait for it till it drops. I'll let you guys know.
Keep an eye out.
Peace.